Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. I thought I'd come back and make a second part to this video. Maybe I'll put it tomorrow online. I wanted to return to continue to discuss this idea of the ascension process and to discuss a bit the world of the archangels today. For the archangels, we want to be connected to the archangels, to the angelic realm, for it is really where the joy, the freedom lies, and to reconnect to our eternal divine nature, that the angels are protecting, guarding us from that dimension. For we want to look at life from the most neutral perspective as possible. It is aligning our mental, emotional, physical, and astral body so that it can be aligned and we can move beyond the realm of the physical material dimension, where there is always polarity, to return to that unity consciousness. For eternity is our true home. You can imagine eternity as a beautiful field, a garden with magnificent trees and rivers and lakes and magnificent flowers and beautiful homes and shops and magical beings that are floating in the air, and like the smell is magnificent, and there is like fountains of all kinds of magical things that are accessible. Each shops is like full of wonders, and there's this crystal palace that is your crystal palace there, where you always have all your friends and your guides, and so it is really and then it continued to expand and change and shift. So this is the realm of eternity. It is really where these planes where we belong to, and this is really our true home. And we only come here as an experience to visit the planet Earth in this physical form. It is really short, those life experiences, but we chose to come here, and so it is. So it is part of it is something we chose to do, but it's not our true home. Our true home is with God in eternity, and so we have those magnificent gardens in the upper planes where we can always return to and invoke, envision, to remember that this is really where you live. And I wanted to discuss, to comment on channel messages. Channel message that was coming today. I thought if you have time, you may want to look into it. It's a message from Natalie Glassen from the Sacred School of Omna. It is the Archangel Metatron that communicated that message. For my Metatron is a great being of light. It is a universal being, the Metatronic light that works throughout all DNA, throughout the whole universe. It's a very powerful being of light, and someone I love, and I've always worked with him for a very long time. I've seen some wonderful things he's done for me, and I always participate. For sometimes it is behind the veil that I do my most work when I'm in meditation, and so. In order to invoke the Archangel Metatron, there is three sounds that you want to call them on. It's me, ma, ta, hom, ma, ta, hom. As we do that, the Archangel Metatron is coming with create this Metatronic egg around us. As long as we stay within the unconditional love, without the judgment, this egg will remain around us. And so we call on the Metatron. For it is and his message was to connect us to certain master archangels to do certain work. So you may want to take note and repeat, connect to work on those connecting exercises with ma, ta, hom. It's very powerful. And so there is 5 archangel, master archangel. He recommends that we work with one at a time. You may want to listen to this message from Natalie Glassen. He's giving a lot more explanation than I will here, but I'm just so I bring it up. The first master archangel is Te-Ho. First master archangel that we need to work with is working with the multi-universe, the integration of all the aspects of the Creator throughout the multiverse. The second is Lana. Lana is the archangel of truth. It reveals the truth of the Creator. And then the third is Himka. It brings about the Archangel Himka, brings about the balance, the ascension, the divine will. It connects us to the central source. And then the fourth archangel is La Mo Hi. As we call on them, they come and work with us. We want to work with them long enough at the time, but this is the Archangel of illumination. It dissolves the stagnation and helps us to move forward. And then the fifth archangel, the master archangel, we want to call on and work with is Vehi Ho. So we thank them, we greet them, and we want to work with them on a daily basis. And so this archangel will help us to integrate all aspects of wisdom of the Creator, and it's about this total integration of all the aspects of love and light of the Creator. So we want to thank them, and we want to thank Metatron and Natalie for bringing this message to us. I thought I don't usually talk about other people channeling, but I thought that was interesting enough to speak about that, and to continue to work with those energies, to breathe in and to allow the communication, the connection, and see what you can receive from those energies, to work with them one at a time and see how it feels. For feeling is more important than thinking. We can not always figure out mentally what's going on, so we have to trust that there is something greater that is going on beyond the realm of thought, in the realm of energy. I'm going to pull 4 cards from the archangels. The highest wisdom for us today is the 5 of Michael. The present situation does not bring you any good. Do not take things too much at heart. Take some step backs. So it's about reminding us that our mental process, our worries, is really what makes us stress and go backwards. So it is about taking step back and not to allow ourselves to be engulfed within this negative emotional process. What we need to understand is the Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. You have so much to do. Define a very clear programming. A kind person is looking after you. So you have your guides that are looking after you. You have your angels, your master guides, your pathfinder guide, and many other guides, and the archangels are looking after you. So it is good to do as much as possible to get a program that is clearly defined. What we need to do is the 4 of Ariel. To give is also to receive. Resisting change. Knowing how to spend or to save your money. So it is the card of discipline, of organization. It is about learning, but it's also about resisting change. So it's about this force of everything is about resistance on the planet. The body is in resistance, the earth is in resistance. Everything in the physical realm is resisting to the light. It is the whole passive process that's been defined. That was created like that. So we have to learn to slowly but surely remove all the aspects of resistance, and to know that. Whatever we give, we will receive. But we don't want to give to receive. But we can give what we have. So we can be. Then once we give what we have, we become empty and we can receive more. And the outcome will be the Lady of Raphael, gentle, understanding, kind, and intellectual. Do what your heart is calling you to do. Love of home and family. Information worthy of trust given by the intellect. So the intellect will provide. Intellect is growing and growing and growing. It's the lower mind, maybe a trickster, the ego mind. But there's no. It is through our mind that we integrate the various process and level of reality. So it's about trusting what your mind reveals during those meditation, during those connection with those higher spiritual potential, and to allow your mind to evolve from the lower circle of duality to the level of unity, eventually to connect with the cosmic mind. This is really what we seek. I hope this message resonated with you. This painting here is about, I just showed the painting about the light body, the cosmic light body, but this is about like a very explosive painting about the chakras. So this is the root chakra, the navel, the solar plexus, the heart, the communication chakra, the third eye, and the crown. And here it's like this person is like sitting on this black hole on the bottom, and on his right shoulder is on his left shoulder here he's got the ego has been dissolved, and to the omega has taken the place of the ego, and it merged into the trinity that becomes the sevenfold. And here on the right side there is the integration of polarity that moves into the sphere of light. And so on each side he's got Mars and Venus, the Ida and Pingala, those two forces of polarity that activate the Shushana, the river of light, the Kundalini. So it's about the activation of our light body. It's like a future potential. And what's interesting also is that within his aura here, all around, he's got all the symbol of many of the planets, the small planets of the solar system. So it's quite an interesting painting. And here is another painting about the I am that I am. And it says I am that I am, and it's got all the 12 on this painting. There is the 12 symbol of the 12 constellation of the zodiac. So Soon I hope that I'm looking forward to doing catalogs and exhibition, because once you'll see all the paintings all within the frame of reference and how they've been created, they will make a lot more sense, because there is a very slow and steady progress, and all those things are archetypal of the new age, all the great archetypes of wisdom and understanding that will serve humanity for the next 1,000 years. So this is how I employ my creativity in revealing that through to me first, but as they create the painting, they will be revealing to this generation or the next, whatever. So it's about anchoring those energies as well. When I finish with a song, it's a song that I was made famous. I sang it the other day in the English version. So I sing the original version from Claude François. It's a song about, it says, comme d'habitude. It says like, as usual, we want to break free from habits. We want to break free from the usual. But this song is, it was called My Way in English, but this is the original version. It goes like this. Je me lève, je te bouscule, tu ne te réveilles pas comme d'habitude. Sur toi, je remonte le drap, j'ai peur que tu aies froid comme d'habitude. Ma main caresse tes cheveux, presque malgré moi, comme d'habitude. Mais toi, tu me tournes le dos, comme d'habitude. Alors, je m'habille très vite, je sors de la chambre, comme d'habitude. Tout seul, je bois mon café, je suis en retard, comme d'habitude. Sans bruit, je quitte la maison, tout est gris dehors, comme d'habitude. J'ai froid, je relève mon col, comme d'habitude. Comme d'habitude, toute la journée, je vais jouer à faire semblant. Comme d'habitude, je vais sourire. Comme d'habitude, je vais même rire. Comme d'habitude, enfin je vais vivre. Comme d'habitude. Et puis, le jour s'en ira. Moi je reviendrai comme d'habitude. Et toi, tu seras sorti, pas encore rentré comme d'habitude. Tout seul, j'irai me coucher dans ce grand lit froid, comme d'habitude. Mes larmes, je les cacherai, comme d'habitude. Comme d'habitude, même la nuit, je vais jouer à faire semblant. Comme d'habitude, tu rentreras. Comme d'habitude, je t'attendrai. Comme d'habitude, tu me souriras. Comme d'habitude, comme d'habitude, tu te déshabilleras. Comme d'habitude, tu te coucheras. Comme d'habitude, on s'embrassera. Comme d'habitude, comme d'habitude, on fera semblant. Comme d'habitude, on fera l'amour. Comme d'habitude, on fera semblant. Comme d'habitude. Thank you very much. Claude François, beautiful song that went around the world, very famous, made by Paul Anka, those words that with My Way. Yeah, it's much more romantic, it's not as significantly philosophical. So the card of the day, to finish with the Akash, is the Knightwood. It's about being strong, it's about being courageous, about defending your values, defending the light, and so defending the weak, defending the light, being strong, being noble in everything we do, so we can continue on this path of ascension. I thank you very much and wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.